guys, so welcome to my first vlog where I talk about my Samsung Note 8 in the comfort of my bedroom. So I'm filming this on the Samsung Note 8 itself. I can't show it to you, but this is the box. As those who might know, I recently switched from an iPhone 6 to a Samsung Note 8 about 3 weeks ago, and so far I've been enjoying the experience very much. So I'll tell you guys the story of how I got it, why I got it, and then the pros and cons of the Samsung Note 8 versus an iPhone, and then lastly what do you need to do if you're thinking of getting one. So let's get started. So the reason why I got the Samsung Note 8 was because mainly of price and availability. So the thing about the iPhone X, it was actually quite expensive at the get-go, and it wasn't going to be released until November 3rd. Then I heard further reports that it will actually be sold out because of the demand. They were getting their screens from Samsung, so then I decided why not check out Samsung, which is the source of the beautiful screens. When I realized that the Note 8 actually had dual cameras, I thought, wow, that is what I really wanted as well, because that's what the iPhone X and the 7 Plus and 8 Plus they have. And that is really good because it allows you to take multi-dimensional photos with a blurry background like you see in those SLR cameras, and that's what I really wanted for my food blogging as well. So I actually went to look further into the camera as well as how it compares to the iPhone X as well as the 8 Plus, and the results were pretty conclusive. Samsung Note 8 comes out tops in almost every category. I would say the only thing is the color saturation. On the iPhone is usually warmer, whereas on the Samsung Note 8 it is a bit cooler and kind of desaturated, but I thought that's nothing that a good photo editing software would not fix. So that's one thing. But other than that, I have been very impressed with the screen display. So it's huge, it's amazing for watching videos on the go as well as just doing stuff on it, and together with that there is also a stylus. So being a Note 8 means that there's actually an inbuilt stylus that you can pop in and out, and then you can write on your screen, and I realized that that was actually quite a nifty feature. The last point I must make is actually about the flexibility of owning an Android. Part of the reason why I wanted to get out of the iPhone is also because I wanted to get out of the whole Apple ecosystem where everything is locked in. You need to have an Apple ID for everything, and you cannot do things like change the specs of your phone or have your own custom themes, which Samsung can. So that was amazing and blew me away because I now have a very cute wallpaper and icons of like little robots on my Samsung, and that's something that I never had the experience of having when I was using an iPhone. So the other thing is also that you can actually get extra memory with a micro SD card or insert a dual SIM card into it. So you can have two SIM cards, which is perfect for people who want to travel overseas and do not want to take out your SIM card and fiddle around with it. You have all the pros of owning a Samsung Note 8, but we'll come to the cons. So for the cons, actually I only have two. So my main gripe is that the charging is not really super duper fast. So in some tests, the charging kind of comes in last when it talks about the number of hours it takes to go to a full charge. Even when you go with the fast charge cable, and maybe that there's an adapter that I'm not having which could charge it up faster, but right now mine is just somewhat slow, but I'm not complaining because the battery life on this lasts longer than my iPhone 6 for sure because it's a much bigger phone. Even though some people might find that the battery drains out quite quickly if you have a lot of things open. But one of the good things is Samsung actually has like a battery saver thing that will automatically kick in and put your apps to sleep if you're not using them. So I thought that was actually quite nice as well, and you can even put it into like a super power saver mode if you want. And then lastly, it's just the fact that it is an Android, so it's not so simple to use as opposed to an iPhone. So some people might appreciate the simplicity and they might want to stick with that whole system that they're used to. But for me, I find that it's good and bad because you need some time to get used to it, and that's the two cons I have. So actually, all in all, pretty good. Last part is what do you need to prepare if you're thinking of getting one. So the number one thing is you need to read my article on how to migrate your iPhone WhatsApp chat to Android. So that's number one. Read it. Then what you need to do is also to get extra gear. So you can actually buy a micro SD on Lazada and USB-C wire for you to put it in the office to charge there as well. And don't bother about the wireless charging pad thingy, because that's really old technology, and in fact it's not so useful if you want to put it on a pad, because you can't really use it as opposed to if you have a wire, which is much cheaper and well, it's more efficient. So if you want it like to be cool, you can put a wireless charging pad, but really I don't see a need for it. And then you need a phone cover, and then the last thing is actually a screen protector. So it is a very big screen and I'm quite clumsy and I might scratch it, so it stays on for now. But that's all that you need. So there are 4 things, and that's it. That's my mini review of my Samsung Note 8 so far, and all of this have been shot on the Samsung Note 8 front-facing camera, so you can be the judge of how it looks, you know, just as a vlog camera, which is why I also wanted to get it. So thanks for watching. Bye!